Assalamualaikum everyone. Today we will be discussing O-levels biology P1 May June 2023. The code for O-levels biology is 5090 and the variant is 12. This paper is of 1 hour and there are 40 questions on the question paper. Each question have 4 possible answers A, B, C, D and you have to choose the correct one and record your answer using a soft pencil on a multiple choice answer sheet. So this paper is of 40 marks as it contains 40 MCQs. Let's get started. This is question number 1. How permeable are the cell wall and the cell membrane in a plant cell? So as you all know that the cell wall is fully permeable, however the cell membrane is partially permeable. Option B is correct for question number 1. Question number 2. The diagram shows an arthropod. This is the diagram. This is an arthropod. Use the key to identify the arthropod in the picture. You have to use the key, see the picture and identify the arthropod. Okay, has wings? Yes, it has wings. These are its wing. Go to 2. This is 2. Has 2 body parts. So it would be B. If it has 3 body parts, then go to 3. It has 3 body parts. First is head, then it's thorax, and then abdomen. Then go to 3. Has 6 legs, so it would be C. Has 8 legs, it would be D. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 legs, means it is C. So the correct option for 2 is C. Question number 3. Which statement about diffusion are correct? Molecules move from higher concentration to lower concentration. Yes, this statement is correct. Only occurs within living system. No, it may occur with a non-living system too. The rates slow down as the temperature increases. No. So we have to look for the option that has 1 tick and 2 cross in the given columns. So option B is correct for question number 3. Question number 4. Some way in which Some ways in which molecules may move in and out of the cell are listed. So these are the 3 ways listed here. First, molecules move from their higher concentration to lower concentration. Molecules move from their lower concentration to higher concentration. Molecules move from their higher concentration to lower concentration uh, across a partially permeable membrane. So this one is for osmosis, this one is from higher to lower diffusion, and from lower to higher is of active transport. Which statement is correct? Statement 1 describes osmosis? No. Statement 2 describes osmosis? No. Statement 1 describes active transport? No. Statement 2 describes active transport? Yes. And statement 3 describes osmosis? Yes. So option D is correct for question number 4. Question number 5. Who tests were carried out on a solution containing biological molecules? The diagram shows the result of the test. So this is the diagram given here. Which conclusion can be drawn from these results? So for burette, it is given purple solution, and for binatic, it is given blue solution. Burette is test for proteins, and binatic is test for reducing sugars, or you can say glucose. The solution contains protein, but no glucose. Okay. So how the solution contains protein and glucose? The solution contains glucose but no protein, and the solution doesn't contains glucose or protein. Okay, the burette solution is blue when it turns to purple. It means that the protein is present. However, the binatic solution has also blue color, and when it turns to red or orange color, so it means that the reducing sugar are present. So the binatic solution remains blue or you can say it remains in its original color. So it means that no reducing sugar or no glucose is present. However, protein or you can say burette test has changed the color of the solution. It means that the protein is present. So option A is correct for question number 5. Question number 6. The graph shows the concentration of maltose produced when amylase digests starch at different pH values, what explains the shape of the graph between x and y point. Okay, maltose concentration, pH, given. Now you have to identify the enzyme is completely denatured and doesn't work at all. No, statement is totally incorrect because the enzyme is working, but the maltose concentration is decreasing. You can see there is a decrease. The enzyme molecule have less kinetic energy. No, we can't say that. The shape of the enzyme active site is changing and does not fit the substrate so well. So this statement seems correct and is correct. Let's read out the last statement. The substrate molecules have more kinetic energy. So this statement is also incorrect. Statement A, B, and D are incorrect. However, C statement is correct. Question number 7. The diagram shows a section through the part of a leaf from a dichotomous plant. So which cell carry out photosynthesis? Now you have to figure out that which cell carries out photosynthesis. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Option A 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's highlight that which cells carry photosynthesis. 2 carry photosynthesis. 4 carries photosynthesis. 4 are the guard cells, and guard cells also have stomata. And 3, which are spongy mesophyll, they also have stomata. And this is pelasside mesophyll, it also has stomata. Spongy mesophyll, and these are guard cells, and they also have stomata. So 2, 3, and 4, these four parts of a leaf have stomata and carry out the process of photosynthesis. Option C is correct for question number 7. Question number 8. Which rules show why the plant need magnesium ion and the nitrate ion? The need of magnesium and nitrate ion in plants. Okay, so plants need magnesium ion to make chlorophyll. However, nitrates are needed by plants to make amino acids. So option D is correct for question number 8. Question number 9. The root hairs take in water and ions from the soil. The which table shows the correct concentration of water and ion in a root hair? Okay, 4 tables are given and you have to identify the correct one. Water concentration in root hair lower than soil, and ions has higher concentration. Okay, water moves through the osmosis and ions move through active transport. Option B, substance water higher than soil and ions higher than the soil. Option C, water higher than the soil, ions lower than the soil. Option D, water lower than the soil and ions lower than the soil. Okay, the correct option for question number 9 is A, that water has the concentration lower than the soil, so more water comes in. And ions has the higher concentration than the soil. Question number 9. Question number 10. An herbaceous plant growing in nutrient soil is placed in a well-lit container. Humid air is passed through the container. The diagram shows a section through a part of plant R and S, and this is a part of plant. Now, the speed of the movement of the fluids in R and S are measured, and the humid air placed is then replaced by the dry air, and the speed of the movement of fluids are measured again. What affects the change to the dry air have on the measurements? Firstly, you have to identify that what is S and what is R. So the S is xylem and the R is phloem. In xylem, you can say the tissue R is phloem and the tissue S is xylem. Okay, let's read out the option. In tissue R, phloem, when the humid air is replaced by the dry air, So in xylem vessels there is a great increase of upwards movement, while in the phloem there is a little change. Because we are given with two options, one the great increase in upwards movement or the greatly increased downward movement. And here we are also given with this option. So for S, you have to identify the correct option, which is greatly greatly increased upwards. So in xylem, water only moves upwards in xylem vessels. However, in phloem, the water can move the nutrients, or you can say the prepared food can translocate up to down or down to up in both directions. So for xylem, you have to see that the movement is upwards. The upwards movement answer is only one for the tissue S. So option D is correct, but you can also see for tissue R that there is a little change. Question 11. Some of the nutrients in the sweet potato are listed. Four nutrients are listed: calcium, fiber, iron, vitamin C. Which nutrient will help to prevent each disease? So you can take any one of them. First column is of anemia. So we can see that iron stop prevents the anemia. We have two options for iron, 3, A or B. Then we have second is rickets. Okay. So rickets can be prevented using vitamin C by the intake of vitamin C. We have then 1 for rickets. So option A is correct for question number 11. And for scurvy, we have vitamin C. Question number 12. Four of the organs of alimentary canal are listed. Colon J, K is duodenum, L is esophagus, M is stomach. Which sequence shows the correct order in which the food passes through these organs? So the food goes through L, which is esophagus, then M, which is stomach, then K, which is duodenum, and then J, which is colon. First is L, two sequences with L. Then the second one is stomach, M. So the correct option for question number 12 is C. Question 13. A person who has aquatic disease has a flattened villi in their helium. So the villi are flattened due to a disease. If the person with the chronic disease eats same quantity and the type of food as the disease-free person, they will have lower level of glucose in their hepatic portal vein. Because the villi are flattened, the surface area is reduced, and due to the reduced surface area, absorption has been decreased. So that's why they will have lower level of glucose in their hepatic portal vein. Which row explain this? Capillaries do not absorb the glucose molecule. First row. Second row is the surface area of the helium is reduced. Yes, the surface area of helium is reduced, but the capillaries do not absorb the glucose molecule. This is incorrect. While this is correct that the surface area is reduced, so due to this, they have the lower concentration of glucose in their hepatic portal vein. So option C is correct for question number 13. Question 14. Which process do not result in an overall loss of energy from an organism? In overall loss of energy from an organism. Photosynthesis in green plants, respiration in animal, temperature control in humans, and germination by seeds. So photosynthesis in a green plant is the process in which there isn't a result of overall loss of energy from the organism. Question 15, when the yeast cell respires anaerobically, which substance is used and which substance are produced? Yeast cell respire anaerobically, which substance is used and which is produced? Okay, the substance used is sugar. We have two options for sugar, C or D. While the substance produced is alcohol and carbon dioxide. So option C is correct for question number 15. Question 15, which word equation represents aerobic respiration? The first one of was regarding anaerobic respiration in microorganisms, while this question number 16 is regarding aerobic respiration. So for aerobic respiration, you need oxygen plus glucose, and it gives carbon dioxide and water. Option C is correct for question number 16. Question number 17. Which chamber of heart has the thickest muscular wall? Left atrium, left ventricle, right atrium, right ventricle. Firstly, you need to remember that the left side of the heart, for example, this is the left side of the heart, this is the atrium, left atrium, this is the left ventricle. So the left ventricle pumps the blood through aorta to the whole body. So the left ventricle have the thickest muscular wall. Question 18. The diagram shows the human circulatory system. At which point is the pressure of the blood circulating through the blood vessels the highest? You have to identify that at which point the pressure is the highest. So at A the pressure is the highest. This is the right atrium. Oh, this is the left atrium. Left ventricle. From left ventricle, the blood is pumped to the whole body, the rest of the body, you can say. So that's why the pressure at the aorta, or you can say the vessel is named A, is the highest. Okay, this is a question from the new chapter which is included in our syllabus, and it is immunity and diseases. Which diagram describes the role of mosquito and the plasmodium in the disease malaria? Okay, four Venn diagrams are given, and you have to identify the correct one. Firstly, remember that the pathogen for the plasmodium is in the malaria disease, and the role of the mosquito. So the role of the pair. Let's read out the option. Option A is the pathogen is plasmodium, vector is mosquito, and the parasite is also mosquito. Option B says that mosquito is the pathogen, vector is not given, while the parasite is plasmodium. Option C says that the pathogen isn't given, while the vector is mosquito, while the plasmodium is the parasite as well as the pathogen. So option C is correct, while option D is incorrect, option B is incorrect, and option A is incorrect. The plasmodium is the pathogen as well as the parasite. However, the vector is only mosquito. Question number 20. The bar chart shows the percentage of women who had babies with low birth weight. Some of these women were smoker and some were non-smoker. So the percentage of the women is given, and the smoker one and the non-smoker one. What is shown by the bar chart? Read the four statements and look at the bar chart and identify the correct one. So let's read out the statements. More women smoke during pregnancy than do not. No, it isn't like that. Smoking in pregnancy increases the risk of lower birth weight. Yes. The statement seems correct. Let's read out the remaining two statements. Smoking is bad for health of a pregnant woman. No. Women whose baby have low birth weight are smokers. So the non-smokers also have babies with the low birth weight. So we can't say that statement D is correct. Statement D is incorrect according to the graph. So statement B is correct, or you can say the option B is correct for question number 20. Question 21. Which disease might be treated successfully with antibiotics? So you know that antibiotics, the disease which can be treated by antibiotics is the bacterial disease. So let's read out the options. Option A is anemia. No. Option B is cholera. Yes, it is a bacterial disease and it can be easily treated by antibiotics. When when babies are born, they have some passive immunity. Which conditions are needed for passive immunity to develop? Okay, antibodies produced by mother have crossed the placenta. The baby has developed in a very sterile environment. The baby has not yet been vaccinated or exposed to disease. The mother's diet is good enough for baby to produce its own antibody. The passive immunity for the need for the passive immunity. Which condition is needed to develop the passive immunity? Option is correct that the antibodies produced by mother have crossed the placenta. So this develop the passive immunity in a baby. Question 23. In the in which structure is there a fluid with a low concentration of urea? So in structure, or you can say the structure in structure A, the urea concentration is lowest, as it comes from this side, or you can say from B to the kidney. The kidney takes urea into it, and then or you can say the process of filtration occurs here, and the blood with less urea goes up to the body. Question number 24. A person blinks when an insect flies into their eye. What explains this reflex action? Okay. A person blinks when an insect or a insect flies into its eyes. Let's read out the option. The muscle in the eyelid causes to the eye to blink. The muscle in the eyelid causes the eye to blink. Receptor cells in the retina detect the insect. Receptor cells in cornea detect the insect. So, firstly, we can say that receptor cells in cornea they detect the insect. So, after reading the first part of each four option will help you to identify that which one is correct, and then you can read that fully and easily identify that is it correct or not. So, I think the D option is correct. Because the retina cells in the cornea detect the insect, then the impulse are sent down to the sensory neurons, then the sensory neurons send impulse to relay, then to motor, and then the muscles in the eyelid cause the eye to blink. Correct option for question number 24 is D. Question number 25. The graph shows changes in the diameter of a person pupil when while outdoors on a sunny day. At which time did the person took off their sunglasses? So when he took off their sunglasses, the pupil diameter took off the sunglasses. Pupil diameter increases. Person is in on a sunny day. He's outside. At which time did the person took off their sunglasses? So at point C, the person took off his sunglasses. As he took off the sunglasses, more light enters his eye, and then the pupil diameter decreases due to more light intensity. Question number 26. The graph shows the blood concentration of a person in the hours after eating breakfast at 7. Which level of blood glucose concentration is approximately the set point? Okay. While seeing the graph, you have to identify that what is the set point. So according to the graph, we can say that the set point is 100 milligram. Question number 27. Which hormone causes blood glucose concentration to be lower? So you know that the hormone that causes the blood sugar concentration to be lowered is insulin. Which statement about exon is correct? Exon is equally distributed in the part in the plants in response to the gravity and the light. No. Exon inhibits cell elongation. No. Exon is made in the plant stem. No. Exon spread through the plant from the shoot. Yes. So option D is correct for question number 28. Question 29. The diagram shows the stages in the cell division in the fruit fly. This is the diagram shown first mitosis, then meiosis. Cell X contain 8 chromosomes. How many chromosomes are in cell Y and in cell Z? Firstly, you have to look at the diagram. The cell Y, these are cell Y, these are cell Z, this is cell X. Firstly, mitosis is occurring. For example, this what is said the cell X had 8 chromosomes. Mitosis through mitosis, cell Y are produced. They also have 8 chromosomes. Now through meiosis, cell Z are produced. So reduction division would occur, and the number of chromosomes will decrease from will you can say will get halved from 8 to 4. So cell Z will have 4 chromosomes, however cell Y will have 8 chromosomes. So the correct option for question number 29 is C. Question 30. Which statement applies to the organism that produce asexually? Offsprings always grow at to the same height? No. Offsprings are genetically identical. Yes. We can read the other two options. Organisms only reproduce asexually during extreme conditions. No. Reproduction happens by the fusion of diploid of nuclei. By fusion of diploid nuclei. No. Question 31. What is the function of the sepal of most flowers? So the function of the sepal is to protect the flower bud. Option C is correct for question number 31. Question 32. So this here is the diagram. It's one. Okay. Which diagram matches the hormones with their functions in the preparation for pregnancy? Hormones are given and the diagram are given. FS, let's read from option 1. FSH stimulates the ovary to release an egg. LH stimulates a follicle to develop. No. Estrogen uh, repairs the lining of uterus following the menstruation. Estrogen 1 is correct, but LH and FSH definite functions are incorrect, so this option is incorrect. Then option B, FSH stimulates follicle to develop. Yes. LH stimulates the ovary to release the egg. Yes. Estrogen repairs the lining of the uterus following menstruation. Yes. And the progesterone stimulates the thickening of the uterus lining. Yes. So option B is correct. So no need to read out or see the option C or D because you have identified the correct option, which is B. Question number 33. Which rows describe the exchange of substances at placenta? Carbon passing from the mother to fetus and passing from the fetus to mother. Carbon dioxide, glucose, uh, oxygen, oxygen and glucose and antibodies passes from mother to fetus, and carbon dioxide and urea passes from fetus to mother. Option D is correct for question 33. Question 34. In a strand of DNA contains 100 nucleotide pair, 46 nucleotides contain A bases. 100 DNA contain 100 nucleotide pair, 46 of them contain A bases. How many nucleotides in DNA strand contains the T bases? So A and T makes pair in DNA, AT, CG. If the A is 46, so T will be also 46. Question 35. Two brothers had different blood group. One was blood group A and the other was blood group B. What can be concluded about their parents' blood group genotypes? Let's read out the options. One had blood group A, the second one had blood group B. Both parents must be heterozygous? No. Both parents of the both of the parents must be homozygous? No. Option C is one parent at least must be heterozygous. Yes, this option will be correct. The fourth option is one parent at least must be homozygous. No. The option C is correct for question number 35. Question 36. The diagram shows a fermenter that is used to grow the fungus penicillin to produce penicillin. What is the function of the outer water jacket? So the function of the outer water jacket is to maintain the fermenter at a constant temperature. Option C is correct for question number 36. Question number 37. The diagram shows four ecological pyramids. In the food chain, grass is eaten by cow. The cows have insects and living on their skin. The insects are eaten by birds. They watch of the which is the pyramid of biomass and which is the pyramid of number in the food chain. So I told you previously that the pyramid of biomass always has a triangular shape. However, it the pyramid of number may have a triangular shape and may not have a triangular shape. So there are two possibilities for pyramid of number. Pyramid of biomass one. There's only the one pyramid has the triangular shape. It would be pyramid of biomass. But we have two options for this, and you can say that in the food chain, grass is in large quantity. It is eaten by cows. Cows would be in less quantity. Then there are a lot of insects on the skin, and the skin and those lot of insects are eaten by less quantity birds. So option C is the C pyramid is for pyramid of numbers. So option A is correct for question number 37. Question 38, the diagram shows a simplified nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle is shown. Which process in the cycle happens at stage C? The nitrogen gas in the atmosphere due to stage X compound with the nitrogen in plants. Okay, let's read the option. Decomposition? No. Denitrification? No. Nitrogen fixation? Yes. The plants compounds with the nitrogen in plants. The nitrogen gas from the atmosphere is taken into the plants due to the nitrogen fixation and is converted in the compounds with nitrogen in plants. Question 39. Which change would lead to an increase in the biodiversity in an area? Okay, build option A, building a large number of blocks of family dwelling in a city, increasing the number of cows in the pedigree, replacing a forest with a large palm oil plantation, stopping fishing in the area of sea for several years. So this will bring increase in biodiversity in area. Option D is correct. Question 40. Area of the tropical rainforest are often cut down and cleared. After cutting down the trees, the area are normally burned. What are the effect of this activity? So when the trees are cut down and the tropical forest are cleared, so there is an increase in atmospheric carbon dioxide, the number and the varieties of the species decrease, and the soil stability decrease. Option C is correct for question number 40. So this was the end of May June 2023 P12. I hope you understood it. Thank you.